Hello, and welcome to Truth for Troubled Times. As we continue through these difficult times, I pray that we will all continue to look to our all-powerful God for strength and encouragement. One of the realities that is not unique to the current COVID crisis, but has likely been escalated, is the need to make decisions. With all the changes we are facing individually and as a society, we likely have already had to make or will have to make important decisions such as, when will it be safe for me to visit a loved one in person? Should I go back into the office if I have the option? For those who have school-age children, how do you feel about them returning to the classroom? For those headed off to college, how will your recent commitment to a school be impacted? What will you do about your living situation? What about financial changes? What do you need to change if you lost your job or your income is decreased? Or should you put off big changes such as changing jobs, moving house, or buying a car? Should I let my children participate in activities when the government says that sports or music lessons or volunteer work can resume? One thing about decisions is they can reveal either the wisdom or foolishness of our ways. Now, just because something doesn't work out as hoped doesn't mean the decision was foolish, or just because God seems to bless a decision doesn't mean that it was wise. However, as God's people, we should all strive to make the wisest decisions possible, the decisions that honor God. How can we prepare ourselves to do this? I'd like to look at a proverb that gives us guidance. Proverbs 13:20 says, "Whoever walks with the wise becomes wise, but the companion of fools will suffer harm." We all walk with others. In this verse, walking is a metaphor for living life. We walk with others as we interact with people through conversation, through emails, through texts, through what we read or who we listen to. We walk with others at home, at work, through podcasts, our kids' social activities, and church fellowship. We walk with family members, friends, teammates, and coworkers. We all walk with others, and it's crucial to understand that those we walk with will influence us and we will influence them. This is why the proverb says, "Whoever walks with the wise becomes wise." We become like those we talk with, those we spend time with, and we are influenced by them in both good and bad ways. I'd like to ask you a few questions to help you think through how this proverb applies to your life. First, who are you walking with? Remember that you may walk with others in many ways. You may literally go walking with someone in the mornings, or you may walk with someone by reading their posts, their blogs, their tweets, or their news articles. Regardless of who you walk with, you are either growing in wisdom or foolishness as you do. I want you to stop and think about that for a second. You are walking with others as you discuss your struggles with finances or friction with a spouse. You are walking with others as you search online for advice on dealing with a particular trial or challenge. You are walking with others as you talk or text with friends about what's going on in the world. In light of this, let me ask you again, who are you walking with? Who is shaping you? Who are you helping to shape? The second question is, are the people you're walking with helping you to grow in wisdom? The proverb is clear that we can walk with people who are wise and those who are fools. If you walk with the wise, then they will help you become wise. But if you walk with fools, you will suffer harm. Now, it's important to state that just because a person is a Christian or claims to be a Christian doesn't mean they are wise and will make you wise. One of the foolish examples in the current COVID crisis was a well-known televangelist who sold a silver solution that supposedly cured COVID. It's essential that we ask ourselves if the people we are walking with are helpful in growing our wisdom, both in facts about the world and our biblical understanding. For example, when you talk with others or read their articles online, are they citing reputable sources of information? Are they interpreting Scripture rightly in its proper context? Or does it seem like they're really stretching the passage to prove their point? If we want to make good decisions, we should be asking if the people we are walking with are helping us to grow in wisdom. Let's talk application. Let me give you some practical ways that you can walk with the wise. Children and students, talk with your parents. As the father of 3 children, I am thrilled when my children ask me how to become wise or how to make good decisions. God has given your parents to you, and they know you well. They love you, and they will do their best to help you. Ask your parents to help you study the Bible so that you might make a wise decision and honor God. For those who participate in small groups, Ask your leaders for wisdom. God has blessed our church family with many spiritual, mature believers who want to love and serve our church by walking through life together. I want to encourage you. Don't be embarrassed. Don't feel like you are burdening someone. The church leadership wants to build a culture where you go to your small group leaders first, and they will minister to you or direct you to the resources you need. If you aren't in a small group, you can still reach out to mature believers and leaders at Lighthouse that you might know. If you aren't sure who to contact, email Lighthouse at info@lighthouseSouthBay.org or visit the Truth for Troubled Times section of the Lighthouse website for resources such as books and blogs that can help you walk through these times. And finally, look for accountability. If you're looking to walk with others, why not join or start an accountability group? Seek out a few believers of the same gender who you can meet with on a regular basis to walk through life together. During your meetings, you can share your praises and struggles, counsel one another, confess sin, and pray for one another. God bless you.